You're listening to Solihull Radio.
On myself, pick up dust them all, put them back up on the shelf. Kiss my little baby girl is in need. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. I'll be over now, but I feel it still. Got another mouth to feed. Leave it with the babies till the mama call the grave digger. Gone with the falling leaves. Am I coming out of left field? Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might have had your fill, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over now, I feel it still. We could fight a war for peace. Give in to that easy living, goodbye to my hopes and dreams. Stop flipping for my enemies. We could wait until the walls come down. It's time to give a little to the kids in the middle. Oh, till it falls, won't bother me. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks. Yeah, your lovers and a bitch for my heart to eclipse now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been feeling it since 1966 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Let me kick it like it's 1986 now. Might be over now, but I feel it still. Might have had your fill, but I feel it still.
Debs Donnelly on Solihull Radio.
Hang on a minute, I need to put the microphone on, it would help. Right, hello, Happy New Year everybody. I hope you're all keeping well and nothing happened on New Year's Eve that shouldn't have happened, if you know what I mean. I hope you're all keeping healthy and I hope that you're all listening. Hello, welcome back. I nearly only did till 7:30 this evening because there was supposed to be a bit of a family do going on, but bless them, because of my show, we've put it off to another night. Thank you very much. Very kind. There you go. Anyway, what have you been doing? What have you wished for yourself? What are you going to improve next year? Are you going to be more positive, or are you going to stay in the little dump of a hole that you're in? No, you're not. Not with me. You're not on my watch. I tell you something about that. Anyway, what are we going to be doing on my show this week? We're going to be talking about my Christmas because it's all about me. No, not really. It's not all about me. I just wanted to share my Christmas. If you'd like to share your Christmas with me, I'd love you to. Or even your New Year promises to yourself. Or even the resolution. I don't know that word, resolution. What is my New Year's resolution? Well, 4 days into the New Year, you're not even going to bother with it, are you? You're not even going to bother with your New Year's resolution. It's just going to be something that you've done and said. And, I'm going to be super fit for the New Year. Well, you're not. Well, you will be if you put your mind to it. But, there's a moment in time that may just put doubt. If the doubt has crept in, your resolution's not going to last. Right, I don't make resolutions personally. What I do is I try and think of things that... I have decided that this year is going to be my year of change. It may be my job, which I'm thinking it might be. I think I need to I need to move on and do something different. I think I've been in education for a bit too long now. Dare I say it? I may be still here this time next year, but at the moment, the way I'm feeling, no. But we'll see. And I'll tell you my thought of the day, which goes alongside everything else that I'm going to talk about tonight. Right, what else am I going to do with you this evening? I'm going to play some of my favourite favourite tracks from last year, and then that will be it. I will return to finding new songs to play. Right, okay. Now I have had the techie guys on at me. Let me see what this says. Oh. Hold on a minute. Oh, Mr. Hohagan is back. Oh, my on-stage husband would like a song. I will do that for you in a bit later in the show, Tony. Okay. Anyway, Tony and I are actually in Brave... No, Tony, if you remembered, it's we've got a read-through on Monday night with Andrew. I'm just reminding you now, write it in your new diary for 2019. Yeah, that's another thing, isn't it? I keep referring to last year as in, like, I'm not thinking of it being 2019 yet. I'm thinking of it being 2018 still, and I'm referring to 2000. Anyway, so we are into the start of the first... we're into the second year of Solihull Radio, and big things are afoot, I hope. I've got information about one of our lovely presenters, Lee. She's got a lovely do coming up, and I've been out today. I thought I'd better get a dress. Oh gosh, I've never had so many dresses for a woman who wears jeans. This is no, actually, I'm quite enjoying it. Okay, getting dressed up, put my lips on. I couldn't find one I liked, so just for you, Lee, I am making myself a frock. Yes, I went out and bought the material today, got a pattern, and I'm off. Right, anyway, Tony has requested a song. I need to put it into my my equipment here, because I'm getting a bit better now at things, I'd like to say. If you would like to call me and tell me anything at all about your Christmas, about your New Year, whatever's happened, what you're wishing for in your New Year, what you hoping will improve, please call me on 0121 704 0185 or text me on 075 64 30 30 64 or email at studio@solihullradio.com. Oh, and can I just say, have you been watching Luther? Oh, thank heaven somebody invented a cushion, because they've been much used in my house. Anyway, before we go any further into the show, I will play you. This is Panic at the Disco from The Greatest Showman Reimagined. Yes, all the tracks I'm playing tonight I have played before, but there's a reason for this. I thought, New Year, go over what I played for the last year and what I enjoyed, and I hope you enjoy them as well. And we'll build up to starting afresh. So next week we will start afresh. Here we go.
Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. You've been searching in the dark, sweat soaking through the floor. And buried in your bones, there's an ache that you can't ignore. Taking your breath, stealing your mind, and all that was real is left behind. Don't fight it, it's coming for you, running at you. It's only this moment, don't care what comes after. Your fever dream, can't you see, getting closer. Just surrender, cause you feel the feeling taking over. It's fire, it's freedom, it's flooding open. It's the preacher and the puppet and your blind devotion. There's something breaking at the brink of every wall that's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you wanna go where it's covering all the coloring lights, where the runaways are running the night? Impossible comes true, it's taking over you. This is the greatest show. We light it up, we won't come down, and the sun can
I love that version of it. I've got to say, did you see it on oh, I don't know where I saw it now, but I've read it that the Greatest Showman soundtrack is the biggest selling CD of the year. Well, the soundtrack of the year. There you go. And I can't say that I am surprised because I'm not. I absolutely. I'll tell you what my daughter got me to watch the other day. Bird Box. She said, Mum, you've got to watch this. I went, because I'm one of these people who doesn't sit still for 3 hours, while 2 and a bit hours while a film's on. I do if I got the cinema, but, I know I'm enforced, then I can't walk round, can I? But I've got to say, watch it. If you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix. It's called Bird Box. It's got Sandra Bullock in it and a rather attractive gentleman. No, actually, he is rather attractive, but that's beside the point. It's just set in the post-apocalyptic... Oh, I said the word. Post-apocalyptic... That word, anyway. Basically, I don't want to tell you too much, but if you look out of a window or you go out, something affects you, causes you to want to kill yourself or kill others or get others to kill themselves. Absolutely brilliant. And I did sit there for 2 hours. I'm not going to lie. And I thought, oh my gosh, it's like tense stuff. So there you go. Talking about tense stuff, who's been watching Luther? Please give me a call if you have. Oh, I've been sat there every night this week with me. When you got your hands over your eyes and your fingers are spread apart because you don't really want to look, but you do want to look and you don't know which way to look and what to look at. And all of a sudden you do from me on the sofa. And Jessica's going, Mum, what are you doing? I said, because I don't want to see it's scary. But honestly, it's absolutely brilliant. It's just such clever writing, isn't it? That's the thing. It's just so clever. It just twists and turns, and you just don't know what's going to come at you next. But it's a bit gory. It is a bit gory in parts. But it's the last one tonight. So at 8 o'clock, I'm sorry, I am finishing my show. I am getting in my car and I am zooming home ready for a cup of tea and a piece of lemon cake at 9 o'clock. Because I've got to watch the last one. And then I should be... I've had quite a good day today, actually. I've got everything done that I need to do, so I've got my weekend free. What I'm going to do with myself, I don't know, but it's nice. Oh, Sunday morning, I've got to go for a read-through because I'm in a play in March. I've put myself down for a play. Now, it does not mean that I am leaving you lovely lot because I wouldn't dare. It just means that I'm trying to... How can I put it? I've got two loves. Well, I've got more than two loves. I've got quite a few loves, but the two main things that I love doing are theatre. You can't beat it getting on that stage. I love it. I mean, I'm stood on the side going, what are my lines? What are my lines? I can't remember what I'm saying. Oh, my gosh. And then you get on there and you're all right. But I'm still nervous. I get very nervous. I don't know whether that'll ever go. But then again, somebody said to me once when I first started on the radio, because I used to get really nervous, when that goes, then, you need to stop. But it has gone. And I don't want to stop. So whoever gave me that advice, maybe not. But I'm happy. I've got two things that I love doing. What more could a girl want? Acting and the radio work. I can just... Now, if it's good enough for Lisa Tarbuck, she does it, doesn't she? She doesn't just do a week's play and whatever. No, she does big things. Like Shakespeare in Love and all that. So if it's good enough for her, it's good enough for me. Right, okay. Tony, I'm about to play you Wet, 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 Good Night Girl. I haven't heard this for a while. So, yeah, it's for you. I shall see you on Monday, Screen Husband, 7:30 at Hall Green Little Theatre. Now, please, make sure you're on time. We can't have any trundling. Thank you very much. And I've got to talk Northern again, haven't I? And you're Jim, and I've forgotten my name. I know, Tony. Mr. and Mrs. O'Hagan again. Here we go.
You hear me so clearly and see how I try. You feel me, so heal me and tear me apart. And I won't tell it so, I won't tell it all. And do they have to know? Do they have to know about my good night girl? Caught up in your wishing well, your hopes inside it. Take your love and promises and make them last. You make them last. You keep me so near you and see me so far, and hold me and send me and deep in your heart. And I won't tell it so, I won't tell it all, and I won't let them know, I won't let them know about my good night girl. Caught up in your wishing well, your hopes inside it. Take your love and promises and make them last. You make them last. Caught up in your wishing well, your hopes inside it. Take your love and promises and make them last. You make them last. Doesn't matter how sad I made you, doesn't matter how hard I tried. Just remember the same old reason reflected in your eyes. You said you wanted me. Caught up in your wishing well, your hopes inside it. Take your love and promises and make them last. You make them last. Caught up in your wishing well, your hopes inside it. Take your love and promises and make them last. You make them
So sorry, folks. I'm trying to play the adverts, but they're not working for some reason. Now, stop this. This behaviour's got to stop. Let me see if I can do it another way. I've tested everything before. Oh, there we go.
Firstfields is one of the region's most respected law firms with more than 120 years' experience. Winners of the Chamber of Commerce Excellence in Professional Services Award and High Growth Business of the Year Award. We have over 150 experts working across 8 regional offices, all dedicated to finding you real solutions. Get to know us better at thursfields.co.uk.
Solihullradio.com.
Hi there, I'm Joan Smith and I'm passionate about helping businesses grow. I'm an impartial broker working with experts in all areas of business support. I can support your business through different areas, for example, grants, loans, apprenticeships or training, or general business advice. Get in touch via gintro.co.uk. Thanks a million.
Parkview in Shirley is a stunning residential development of 27 two-bedroom apartments. Modern, stylish and luxurious, the exceptionally high-quality properties are centrally located and next to the popular high street, with plenty of bars, restaurants and shops, and an enviable view of Shirley Park. Parkview is an ideal home for first-time buyers, as it's supported by the Help to Buy scheme and requires just a 5% deposit. Created to exacting standards, the apartments have allocated parking and cycle storage. With prices starting at £190,000, Parkview is superb value for money. For more information and contact details, visit parkviewshirley.co.uk.
You're listening to Solihull Radio.
Indian Dream on Dove House Parade, Solihull's premier family-run restaurant offering authentic Indian and Bangladeshi cuisine with fresh ingredients and creative chefs. They can provide bespoke dining experiences, eat in or take away. 0121 704 9058.
Solihull Radio. I'm so into you, I can barely breathe. And all I wanna do is to fall in deep. But close ain't close enough till we cross
Debs Donnelly on Solihull Radio.
Do you know what happened then? I had a bit of trigger finger. I was hovered over the button, and my finger, you know when your nerve pushes. Anyway, I apologise. Sorry, Evie. I know you like Ariana Grande. Is her name Ariana? Who's it? I can never remember. Ariana Grande. So that was just for you, Evie. Little toe tapping number, as they say. Talking about Luther as before I went off. About frightened me, you know. To get to the Solihull Radio studio, to get to Solihull Radio Towers, you have to go and get the key. And then you have to go and walk down, and then you have to go through a bit of a dark... It's in a dark tunnel, because as you walk along, it's one of them automatic lights that comes on. Do you know when it just... And then you get to the door. Well, it was like... I was thinking, ooh, this is what... Ooh, yes, I was quite relieved when I got in here, to be honest. And then I got in here, and it was pitch black, and all the lights were out, so it was even more... frightened myself to death, and I did have a bit of a bad dream last night, so I'm hoping not. Anyway, it's the last one tonight. I can relax a little bit, can't I? Oh, thank heavens for that. Right. I want you to call me. I want to hear your New Year's wishes for yourself, what you're planning to do, what you think you might get to do, and anything else. I've got quite a busy New Year this year. It's already the beginning of it. I've got 2 plays lined up. One's a 2-nighter, one's with Tony, the other one's a Friday to a Saturday. So that is what is that? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, an 8-nighter. I will tell you what it's called, but I might get told off, so I'll leave it. It is the title of the play, but I'll leave it till nearer the time and surprise you. I'm playing a Northern lass in both of them. So I've got to work on my accent a little bit. But the trouble is with a northern accent, once you get into it, you can't get out of it. So you have to hang on a bit till it goes out your system. Anyway, what I'd like to say is that future guests, as I was leaving the Mass just before Christmas, Father Austin from the Friary came up to me and said, "When am I coming on your show, Mrs. Donnelly?" And I went, "Well, you can come on any time you like, Friday." So I'm going to get Father Austin from Alton Friary onto my show, which should be quite an interesting conversation, because I'd like to find out what made him... I know it's a calling. I know they always say it's a calling to become a priest. I know that. But I'd like to know what it feels like to have that calling, if you like. What is it a big decision? Because, I mean, they have to give up quite a lot to do it, don't they? So, you know, there's quite a few questions I'd like to... It'll be a nice little chat. I'm also going to attempt to get Ricky Olivier on again, who is a friend of mine, who is very much similar thinking of me, to me, and we're both into positive thought and affirmation. So that we're going to have a positive show. We're going to have a show. Now, last time he tried to come on, he let me down last minute. So I'm just going to... I've said to him to get into the new year, because I've got these 2 plays, I'm going to book him in for about April time, Easter. And then, it gives him a bit of time to change his mind or decide what he wants to do. And I've also spoke to my friend Danny Stone. Do you remember Danny Stone? Kung Fu Danny? Yes. Well, I spoke to him. I did ask him if he'd be interested in coming in twice a month and just sharing a Friday night with me, but he said he can't commit to every Friday, which is fine, because a lot of people can't. The only reason I managed to do, that's why I changed from a Saturday to a Friday, the only reason is because I know that Friday night is my night. Friday night's easier for me. If I'm going to go out, I'm going to go out on a Saturday night, so that's the one reason. And it was very sort of... I love to do my Saturday night. I did enjoy it, and I'm not going to lie to you, it was part of my... But it's quite nice. Well, it is lovely having my weekends back. So I do my Friday night, I go home. Thank you, Reeves, if you're giving me this lot. And you, techie guys. I go home, and I know I've got 2 days that I can spend with Jess. Not that Jess is bothered anymore, because Jess now has a... Should we say a love interest? She won't forgive me for telling you. And they've gone to the cinema together today. which is lovely. So somewhere, while I'm sat up here in Touchwood, she's down there in Touchwood. Yes, watching Spider-Man, the movie. Anyway, I hope you have a lovely time, my darling. I know you're not listening, so I can't... What's it? Anyway, so all my girls have grown and they're all settling down, and here's me, singleton. I thought to myself, New Year's Eve, right, what have I got to get right this year? So that's part of my thought of the day, thought of the moment later. But it's not just about... I thought I need to sort myself out, don't I, in the love department. And I ummed and ahed, and I thought, shall I dabble into the dating websites again? And I went, no. It's an... Oh, I say I've just pinged. Why have I just pinged? I thought I was on silent. Have I? Yes, I am on silent. I don't know why I've just pinged. Oh, something's pinging. And it's not me. It's not my phone. Gosh, it's scary. It's very Lutheresque. What am I pinging on? Let's try this. Is it that? Did I ping? Anyway, either way, I do apologise. There was a pinging moment. What was I saying? And I've decided to leave it to fate. I have. Because obviously the man out there for me hasn't turned up yet. He doesn't know I'm about. And when he meets me, he's going to be absolutely floored. Bless him. Hopefully not in a bad way. Right, now, what else? So those are the 3 guests I want to get on. I am also trying, I'm going to speak to management about I'm trying to set up an actual film review. So I need to speak to the lovely manager at Cineworld in Solihull. And he said he'd like to come on and give us a film review, maybe once a month. That'd be good, wouldn't it? So you know what to go and see and what not to go and see. Mind you, I suppose he can't put them down, you know? He can't do that. He's not allowed to. Otherwise, it'd be getting to a bit of bother. Anyway, what else was I going to do? Oh, dear me. I also would like to continue on my journey to cover Solihull stories. So if you're listening and have an interesting life or a wonderful story to tell, contact Solihull Radio and we'd love to hear from you. So please do. You can call us on 0121 704 0185 or text on 075 64 30 30 64, or you can email us on studio@solihullradio.com.
Solihull Radio.
I will be continuing to tell you about what's happening in Solihull. Oh, yeah, and tell you what happened in the lift. I found something to tell you on what's on Solihull, and I was thinking, right, okay, and I'll tell you what happened. It was so funny. Well, I was giggling to myself. This is one of my favourite songs of the year. Here we go.
Nobody can tell ya. There's only one song worth singing. They may try and sell ya, 'cause it hangs them up to see someone like you. But you gotta make your own kind of music, sing your own special song, make your own kind of music, even if
That was one of my favourite tracks of last year because it describes me perfectly. I like to make my own kind of music and sing my own kind of song. That's what I like to do. Right, talking about it, remember my feature that I started last week? My Then and Now feature? It's back today. And this week, to celebrate one of my highlights of my year, I'm going to do Rick Astley. Oh, aye, good old Rick, who's from up north anyway, and he's a very nice fella. Well, he seemed a very nice fella. I mean, he might not be a very nice, I don't know. Do I? He might not be very, very wonderful at all. Oh, hang on a minute, I did put him on here. I'm hoping he's still here. Oh, I might have to do me bit again. Oh, this isn't good enough, is it? Right, okay, so while I'm doing that, I'm going to sort out... Oh, I did put him on there. See, I did. Why didn't he go on then? Is he not doing anything? Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, what was I saying? So I'm doing my Then and Now feature, which is I'm quite looking forward to doing. And I'm going to carry on doing it every week. Now, what I want from you is anybody that you can think of that is a Then and Now person. So basically what it is it's somebody who was a hit in the 80s or even sooner and is now a hit again. That's what I want. So contact me. I've done Rick Astley. I did take that last week. So please. Well, I haven't done Rick Astley. I haven't done Rick Astley yet. He's going to happen tonight. I'm hoping I've got him on there now. Let me go on to my list. Oh, do you know, sometimes. And I've just realised it's the first time that I've done the fourth of the first and 19. It's the first time I've written the year down. Because we don't write checks and that anymore, do we? So there you go. Right, okay. I've also got some news on what's happening in Touchwood. Now, I looked on the Touchwood website to make sure I gave you all the information that what was going on. And at the moment, we have the Touchwood. Well, I don't know where we've got it at the moment because it actually said on the website about starting... Oh, I'm a bit confused. Anyway, there is a TP, dears. A TP, as in a TP, in Theatre Square at the moment. And what they're doing is, basically what it is, who can I liken it? Have you heard of the Digbeth Eat? Well, you can basically eat outside and you can walk round and you can pick what food. Bit like the summer when we had the food festival in Smell Square and you could go round and try different types of food. Well, that's what's going to be occurring and it's called Street Eats. And it's going to be in, I don't know whether it's staying in Theatre Square, but on the website it said, and you can eat al fresco every Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Now, what confused me was that the date on the website actually said from such and such a date, November 19. Now, presuming that's 2019, in which case I can't understand why it's been advertised so early. So maybe somebody on the Solihull Radio publicity thing can let me know, because I got the impression that the TP, because I actually said to Jess the other day, shall we go, because we actually went into Wagamama's in Touchwood and had a meal there, which was very nice. Thank you very much, Wagamama's. But I said, should we try the TP? And when we went out, it was closed. So I'm a little bit confused as to when and where and how and why. But either way, Thursday, Friday and Saturday will be the nights when it's on, and that you can go along and have something to eat. Now, that would be something different to do. And I intend to do it. And I intend to put my coat on and my scarf, dribble down my chin and get whatever sauce on to my scarf and have to wash it the next day. But either way, I'm quite looking forward to it. Because, you know, when you eat outside, it makes you more hungry. Did you know that? So maybe that's something for you to consider. I am
Debs Donnelly on Solihull Radio.
And I am here to entertain you for the evening. Now it's 7:15 already. Can you believe it? I'm going to get home as quick as I can tonight. Watch Luther scream into a few cushions. Oh, I hope it don't end bad. It looks like it could end bad. I'm a bit worried. Anyway, ring me on 0121 704 0185 or text me on 075 64 30 30 64 or email me at studio@solihullradio.com. And if you are listening and you think, oh, I'd like to be on Deb's show, or I've got something to tell, or something's happening in this area and I need to advertise it or push it or whatever, let me know. Call me, do whatever you need to do, and you can come on and tell everybody about it. I would love to share a moment with you, dears. Even if you just want to phone in. Look, it's not scary. I've got the scary end. I'm the one flying the plane. Do you understand me? You haven't got to press any buttons. You haven't got to do it. You've just got to sit opposite me, looking through a gap and looking absolutely gorgeous. That's all you've got to do. So, I think we'll do my then and now feature, and then I'll give you my thought of the moment. My then and now feature this week is, hold it back, girls, Rick Astley. I'm going to do his original hit, and then we're going to go into another one. Right, here we go.
We're no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. I've spoken
Right, that was Rick Astley then. In a moment, it will be Rick Astley. And now, are you ready? Come on, Rick. Show me what
I love you, but you don't know how much. You know I need you. I need your touch. You know I love you, but you don't know how much. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. You know I love you, but you don't know how much. You know I need you. I need your touch. You know I love you, but you don't know how much. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. But we could find a better way. Have to find a better way. We can find a better way to prove it, prove it, prove it. It's a beautiful life. If you give it a chance, it can make you dance. It's a beautiful life. Alright, alright. Do you feel it? With your feet on the ground, do you hear it? It makes no sound. Do you feel it? The world is turning. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. We can find a better way. Have to find a better way. We can find a better way to prove it, prove it, prove it. It's a beautiful life. If you give it a chance, it can make you dance. It's a beautiful life. Alright, alright. You know I love you, but you don't know how much. You know I need you. I need your touch. We can find a better way. Have to find a better way. We can find a better way to prove it, prove it, prove it. It's a beautiful life. If you give it a chance, it can make you dance. It's a beautiful life. Alright, alright. It's a beautiful life. If you give it a chance, it can make you dance. It's a beautiful life. Alright, alright. It's a beautiful life. Alright, alright.
It's quite a beautiful life when you know, think about it. You don't do too bad. Depends what mood you're in, of course. Now, that was Rick Astley then, Never Gonna Give You Up. And that was Rick Astley now, and It's a Beautiful Life. Right, now, you'd have laughed at me. Well, I laughed at myself, to be fair, coming up in the lift to Solihull Radio Towers. Because I saw something on the lift door. I thought, oh, that'll be interesting. I'll peruse our listeners with that little bit of information. Right, okay. So, the Touchwood are celebrating the Chinese New Year. On the 26th of January, in Theatre Square, there will be a dragon dance. Now, I got that far and I thought, oh, that's nice. And as I was trying to find out what time, the door opened. So basically, I can't tell you what time, but I will do my best to endeavour to find out when the dragon dance is. I I did try and take a quick photograph of it so I could get the time for you. And I have tried looking elsewhere since I landed here, and I still couldn't find it. So, it's the Chinese New Year on the 26th of January here in Touchwood, and it's in Theatre Square. There will be a dragon dance. Now, when I say a dragon dance, it doesn't mean it's a lot of old ladies dancing around with their handbags. No. It means there's going to be a dragon dancing. Now, if you've never seen it, it's an experience. It's very noisy. So if you're hard of hearing, just turn your hearing aid off. That'll be fine. Right. So this year is the year of the pig. And I am a rabbit. I'm actually a water rabbit. Which means I am supposed to be quite a timid creature, which I don't think I would categorise myself as. But I never forget a hurt. Apparently the Chinese horoscope is actually the most accurate one you can... I don't know, I'm twixt and tween on horoscopes. I don't know whether... Because I can't see... Like, there's loads of Leos in the world, isn't there? I'm a Leo. And, apparently our Rory and all this stuff that goes on. But does that mean every Leo in the world is going to have the same horoscope? Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's a bit vague, isn't it? It's a bit of a vague moment in time as to whether. It's like I am absolutely fascinated by Ali's. I've always been fascinated by psychics and ghost hunting, and it's just something that absolutely fascinates me. And I don't know what to believe on it. I don't know. If you have an opinion, call me on 0121 704 0185 or text me on 075 64 30 30 64 or email me at studio@solihullradio.com. And in about 15 minutes, my stage husband's going to be on the line because he's just phoned and said, do you want me to ring up and have a little chat? I said, that'd be lovely. So we'll let you know what's going on at Hall Green Little Theatre, all the goss and whatever. So if you would like to join in, you're welcome. If you would like a request, you're welcome. If you'd like to let me know what your whatever is thingy bobsies is, you're welcome to that as well. Please feel free. Right, I am going to give you my thought of the day. Well, thought of the moment. I like to say moment because it just comes to me. Because I don't just sit there all week going, I wonder what my thought of the day will be. I try and do it so that I tell everybody. Well, I don't know. I do it. It just comes to me. It's there and it pops out. A bit like a toast. Piece of toast in a toaster. Right, so 2018 was the year that I found the road I needed to travel on. And it's took me 3 years of tears, laughter and sometimes anger and pain. But I can at last see a little clearer the way I want things to go for me. Which is like, I think this is the year I'm feeling like I need to move on from things, and it's quite a strong feeling at the moment. So I'm already going away in October with my friend Liz. We're going. I don't know where we're going. We're going somewhere warm. We've decided we're going somewhere warm, and I've decided I've enjoyed walking all over Christmas because I've done quite a few walks over Christmas. I'm thinking of getting myself onto a singleton's walking holiday. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to have a look into that. Get on the internet and have a look. Then I was talking to somebody the other day, and he actually he's ex-sergeant major in the army. He's only recently come out. He was medically retired, and it just looks sort of... We were just chatting like you do. Well, I do. I don't know, he might have turned off, I don't know. Anyway, and he said to me, tell me about yourself. I said, tell me about yourself. I said, is this an interrogation process? Am I in the SAS? What's going on? Anyway, I told him about my life and what I've been doing and how I'd come to be who I was and how I got on the radio and stuff. And he said, you've had a bit of a tough life, haven't you? And I went... I don't know, maybe I have, maybe I haven't. I don't look at it tough. Well, at the time I probably did, and when I was younger I probably did, but as I've got older. But I don't look at it that way. I see it as everything that has made me fall has been a lesson that I've learned. And it hasn't damaged my life, it just made me stronger. And although I couldn't see it sometimes, it made me the woman I am. And I've got into my mid-50s and I realise that I've not done too bad. I'm actually right. It's hard to describe. It's like, apart from my love life, which is actually quite pants, I'd like to say that I'm doing okay. For the first time, I feel, and I think that probably that's why my love life is a bit pants, is because I'm frightened somebody's going to come along and go, no, I don't want you doing it, and try and stilt me and try and stop me being me, which isn't going to work, is it? There's no way a relationship like that's going to work. But I know what path I want. I know what I want to do, and that's the. And it's took me 3 years, as I said. It might take me 4 years, yeah, I don't know. But what I'm saying to you is, because it doesn't happen straight away, it doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It will happen eventually, however long it takes. And you'll suddenly have a light bulb moment, and it will. Oh, yeah, that's it. That's what I want. So I'm happy, I am confident, and I'm proud to be a woman in a man's world. And it is a man's world. I don't care what any woman says. You are not equal to a man. He's not above you. You are not below him. But physically, men are stronger. Mentally, I think women are very strong. And I think that men know that. And I think that's why, but I just think personally, it is a man's world. It's always going to be a man's world. I mean, it's better than it was years ago when we couldn't even breathe or talk. You know what I mean? But it's something that women are rising in. It's like, we are rising. We are becoming women that rise. And we're not the wimpy women that we were. We're empowered. We've got the passion. We've got the drive. And, yeah, it's a man's world. We've got to admit it. But we're getting there. And there's more women in Parliament, and there's more women doing a lot more stuff now than there was years ago. In fact, if you brought somebody back from the Edwardian era, showed them what women do now, I think they'd be quite surprised. So I'm going to give you this, and I'm going to say to you, we're doing okay. Come on, girls.
You want the tequila? This is a man's world. This is a man's world. It would be nothing without a woman or a girl. Man made the car, take us over the road. Man made the train to carry the heavy load. Man made the electric light, it took us out of the dark. Man made the boat on the water like Noah made the ark. This is a man's world. And it would be nothing without a woman or a girl. man thinks about a little baby girl or a baby boy. Man gives them money so they can buy toys. And after everything, after man's done everything he can, men make money to buy from the other man. This is a man's world, and it would be nothing without a woman or a
Right, I'll tell you what, I didn't realise that track was so, but I do like that song. I'd really like that song, but I've stopped it now because it was 8 minutes long. I could have gone and made myself a bacon sandwich in the Solihull Radio kitchen. Anyway, as I say, that was my thought of the day. I do know what path I'm on, and I'm hoping that I'm able to follow it. Yes, I've signed up for a couple of plays earlier in the year, and I feel quite happy with that decision. And I've spoken to management, and they don't mind. It just means that a couple of my shows may be one of my old ones, and one may be pre-recorded and whatever. But either way, I should be with you in spirit, as they say. Is there anybody there? Yes, I shall be. Anyway, my stage husband, Tony, is about to make a phone call, and we're going to have a little chat and tell you about Brave New Words. And there's a new play called The Arsonist, and the one that I'm in is called, excuse my language, Sex Cells, and it's about, well, it basically is about 4 women who work on a customer service line for a certain type of factory, let's just say, and it's not about what they do it's about their personal lives. It's a bit like, I did think of something it was a bit like the other day. I'm trying to think what it is. You know, when there's been a programme on the telly where it's been about something, but it's about their personal lives as well. And I'm trying to think. I did think about it the other day, and I thought, oh, it's a bit like that, isn't it? I can't think what it is. Anyway, either way, I'll be there. I'm the northern one in it. Yes, Janice, who's married to a lovely man called Jim. Oh, how funny. Tony will be Jim. Anyway, and she's got 5 kids and no time to think, basically. That's my character in it. And there's quite a few lines to learn, so I'm actually sweating a little bit. But for Christmas, I had... I'm going to hold the line, please, caller. I will put a song on and I will come back to you. Right, this is the new Mark Ronson song with Miley Cyrus. Okay.
This world can hurt you, it cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like a heart. I heard you on the phone last night. We live and die by pretty lies, you know it. We both know it.
Silver bullet cigarettes, this burning house, there's nothing left, it's smoking. We both know it. We got all night to fall in love, but just like that we fall apart. We're broken, we're broken. Nothing gonna save us now. Well, this broken silence by thunder crashing in the dark, crash in the dark. And this broken record spinning less circles in the bar, spin round in the bar. This world can hurt you, it cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like a heart. We'll leave each other cold as ice and high and dry. The desert wind is blowing, it's blowing. Remember what you said to me, you were drunk in love in Tennessee, and I'll hold it, we both know it. That nothing gonna save us now. Nothing gonna save us now. With this broken silence by thunder crashing in the dark, crash in the dark. And this broken record spinning less circles in the bar, spin round in the bar. This world can hurt you, it cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, nothing breaks like a heart. 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 Nothing gonna save us now. Nothing gonna save us now. Oh, this broken silence, my thunder crashing in the dark, crash in the dark. And this broken record spinning less circles in the bar, spin round in the bar. This world can hurt you, it cuts you deep and leaves a scar. Things fall apart, but nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like a heart. Nothing breaks like a heart.
Nothing breaks like a heart. You said it, Miley. You've just got married, haven't you, lovely? To a very nice-looking gentleman called Liam. Right, anyway, on the other line, I have, on the phone as we speak, my screen husband. Are you there, hubby? Are you there, hubby?
Well, thank you.
Oh, good. It's all right. The boss of the station just turned up, so I had to run down the stairs, but I'm back now. Anyway, we are in a play together, Tony.
We are.
Oh, we are.
It's called On the Coach.
On the Coach.
By John Palmer.
Yes. And what's my name? I forgot.
I'll have to have a look. You were called Sheila.
Sheila, and you're Jim.
And I'm Jim.
That's it.
And the nice thing about this play is that we did a similar play last year.
We did.
By the same author, and he requested us.
He requested us. He loved us.
He must have done something right.
It wasn't you falling over, was it?
We don't talk about that.
It's a bit longer as well, this one, I think.
Yeah, I believe the director on Monday, we're for your listeners, we're having a read-through on Monday, so it might get a little bit of a cut.
Yes.
But we'll see.
We'll see.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's always nice to work with you.
Oh, thank you, Tony, and you. I was actually saying that the other night. I said I do like working with Tony, but I think it's just because we're relaxed with each other, aren't we? And that's it.
Well, that's it. You know, I mean, the nice thing about this play, just for your listeners' benefit, is this is part of a Brave New Words. Your listeners might be saying, but I haven't seen the other four. But that's okay. What this means is it's the fifth time we put on at Hall Green Little Theatre a 2 nights of new material. So we have a new writers group at the theatre, and it's a chance for them to actually see their work performed by actors.
And they get.
I like to think of you and me as actors.
Yeah. Yeah, we'd. But they get quite nervous, don't they?
Well, yeah. Well, wouldn't you? I mean, if you've written something, and then other people are performing it, and I mean, you remember last year we were able to give very good feedback to the author to say, yeah, this was good, but putting us in this scenario meant we were a little bit restricted. So just to give your listeners a heads up, last year we were sat in a car. This time we're on a coach, but last time we were sat in a car. But we realised we had to stop the car and get out to have an argument. Otherwise, it would just restrict us. But the author gets to see that, and it helps the author understand. Okay, fine. Well, if I was doing a similar play, I might put them in a different situation. And so, for instance, if we're on a coach, we could probably maybe get up and sit in a different seat if we were upset with each other, where you couldn't really do that in a car. So that's the advantage for the authors. But I have to say, if I was having my work performed, I think I'd be very nervous.
Yes, I think I must say I do think it's but there's something refreshing about it. I find it quite a refreshing night. I like the fact that we can actually speak to, so I'm presuming our writer might be there again one of the nights. I'm hoping.
Oh, he's definitely there. I did speak to him before Christmas, and he says he's actually in Canada at the moment, visiting family, or he was, but he says he's coming back specially. So no pressure, Debbie, but we've got to put on a good show because he's coming back specially to see us.
And I'm in another one in March.
Yes, no, I admit I didn't know you were in that one. No,
I didn't.
I admire the way you've been trying to sell it. I have to say, when it was first, it's actually a replacement. So they wanted to put on a play, but unfortunately we couldn't get the rights for it.
That's right. God of Carnage was the original one.
That was right, and I believe partly it's quite a popular play, and I think sometimes professional theatres take it on, and if the professional theatres take it on, sometimes there's a bit of like an exclusion zone where it can't then be put on anywhere else for a while, you see. So
right.
So anyway, I must admit I did raise my I mean, I'm no prude, but I did raise an eyebrow, and but I believe it's very, very good, and now I hear that you're in it. Well, it's going to be even better. And
I'm a northern lass again, so that's twice.
You do have that ability, like myself. I mean, I don't have to put on the accent because I am from the north, but you put on that accent and you do it very, very well.
Oh, thank you very much, because you are a northern lad.
There's been a bit of a northern theme tonight, because you meant earlier on you were talking about Rick Astley, so I thought I'd tell you something that I know about Rick Astley, which is before he actually became famous as in the country, he was on the local, you have like Midlands Today on the beat.
Oh, right, yeah.
Northwest Tonight in the Northwest. And so the week before Never Gonna Give You Up was released, they did a piece on him on that TV programme in the North. So we all in the North knew about him prior to the rest of the country knowing about him. So it was a little bit of it became a bit of a northern hero, because, like we got to hear him first.
Yeah.
And the other thing about it, and it was probably a little bit of publicity to, boost his appeal, but we were told that he was working at Stock Aitken and Waterman, and it was actually the T-boy, and it just happened that one day he just happened to say, get in front of the mic and start singing. So for us Northerners, and we like a good story.
Yeah.
We were told that it was like rags to riches type guy.
Well, I've got to say,
when it was the T-boy.
Yeah, when I saw him in concert, because we got the management at Solihull Radio actually managed to get us the tickets, and I've got to say, I know, and we were really close, and I've got to say, what a show. He was absolutely brilliant. He really was brilliant. And I mean, I was with Natalie, who's our morning presenter on the show. And she's a very, very attractive young woman, but we won't hold that against her. Anyway, and I've got to say that well, I only know one.
Well, doesn't that mean, just a second, does that mean that there were two very attractive ladies watching that night?
Oh, you're so kind.
Well, I've heard you earlier on. I do listen to the show, and I did hear you earlier on bemoaning the fact about, your I know you talked about it quite a bit about your love life.
My non-existent love life.
No, but can I just say, some people need to be shared around, and you need to be shared around, and that's what you do on your radio station.
But I've got
when you do your program, the warmth that you emanate from that studio, it hits us wherever we are.
Oh, Tony.
So remember that. And,
I will do.
You don't have to. I think sometimes, and I'm guilty of it myself, I look on Facebook and you see all these people and they're saying, oh, isn't it, look, because just for your listeners' benefit, I am single, and you get, everybody goes, oh, I'd like to thank my partner because where would I be without them? And on occasions I've sometimes go, oh, aren't they lucky? But then I think, well, aren't I lucky because I haven't needed a partner to get me through the year. I've done it by myself. And in 2018, what did you do? You did something, apart from your acting, you did something completely different. You got behind a microphone, and although I'm not convinced I would be I'd be a bit nervous if you were actually flying a plane. You do, because you were talking about flying a plane.
Yeah, flying the cockpit.
You are very good.
Oh, thank you very
So
much.
remember that. Don't ever feel. We shouldn't all be. You were talking about positivity, so I'm giving you some positivity here.
Yeah.
We shouldn't all be just, judged by the fact of whether we've got a partner or not.
Yeah, I know.
Just remember that, my love.
Yeah, I will do. And I must say, I'm quite happy with myself, and I do like. It would just be nice to have somebody to say, oh, do you want to go to the cinema? Do you want to go for a drink?
Listen, you're preaching to the converter. I understand.
But I'm not. If somebody comes along, they do. If they don't, they don't. And I'm quite happy with. Anyway, you need to get off, and you need to write in your diary. Is it 7:30 Monday we're meeting, lovely?
Well, I'm going to get there for 7:30, and just for your listeners' benefit, the actual show will be performing it 2 weeks later, which is on the Friday the 18th of January and Saturday the 19th of January.
Yeah.
Tickets are roughly round about £10 with a booking fee. I believe, if you do come along and see it, because if you want to see the Debbie Donnelly in the flesh, not just through your radio, you've got to come and see the show. And unfortunately, you got to make do with me as
Somebody said if it carries on the radio, we're going to have to write local radio personality Debbie Donnelly is in this show.
Exactly. Listen, hey. Well, I'd be a bit. I don't like being upstaged by anyone, so I might be upset at that.
But people need to understand when we're on stage that we're probably walking around with a script, because I think that confuses people a little bit, doesn't it? Sometimes.
Oh, I forgot to mention that. I mean, when Debbie does her show in March, she won't have a script in her hand.
No, I won't.
So with this one, what we do, it's not a rehearsed reading, so. We will have a script in hand. It doesn't mean we won't have done any rehearsal. We will have, but we have a script in our hand. It's more about the performance and the reaction from the audience, and that's the other thing that's great. The audience are asked afterwards to write down their feedback for the authors. It's not necessarily to critique the actors. It's to critique the actual piece that they viewed.
Yeah. Anyway,
and it's a great evening, lovely interactive evening. We have a lovely bar at the theatre. It doesn't cost a fortune. Free parking. Get yourself down there. Brave New Words 5, 18th and 19th of January.
Right. Okay. Well, I'll see you Monday, Tony. So take
you
care.
Take care, my love.
I will
Lovely
do.
To speak to you.
All right. Bye. Bye. Right. Sorry about that. Anyway, that's Tony, and he's my stage husband for 2 nights. There you go. I am going to put on now. I think I might put the Cranberries on. As we lost the lead singer of the Cranberries earlier, January of last year, It's nearly a year since we lost her. I thought it would be nice to celebrate her life with one of her tracks. So I'm going to play Dreams by the Cranberries. Here we go. And I'm going to have a rest. I'm sorry, if I had a voice like that, I'd be singing to myself in the shower all the time. I really would. Wouldn't you just? And don't tell me you wouldn't. I know you're listening. I know you're sitting on the sofa going, "Ah," as we speak. Right, now, I have something important to tell you. Very important. So sit up, pay attention. This is the moment. Our lovely presenter, our lovely Sunday session presenter, Lee Perry, is hosting a fusion of music and dance at Birmingham Symphony Hall, and we're going to be there. As many people and Solihull presenters and management and techies and everything are going to be there. And I actually went out today, Lee, and bought myself some material and a pattern, and I'm making my own dress. There you go. So, obviously we won't all be there, but the important ones will be there, like me. So if you'd like to come along, it is actually, the tickets are from £13.50 to £16 to £19, and you can purchase them from Dorridge Music School, or you can purchase them from the actual Symphony Hall booking office. Now, if you purchase them from the booking office, there will be a booking fee. If you go directly, take a little tootle into Dorridge Music School, personally visit and buy your ticket from there, obviously there will be no booking fee. You can call on I needed to give our studio number then. 01564 772 831 to get all the details, and anybody will help you that's there. And you might even meet our lovely Lee. That'd be nice. So please try and come along. It's a fusion of dance. It says it all really. Dance and music. We're going to see some of Lee's pupils that she's taught. It's going to be hosted by Bev Bevan. And there's going to be quite a few local musical artists there. So come along and join us. Book tickets, £13.50, £16 or £19. And come and meet the Solihull Radio team as well, because we're worth meeting. This is who we are. Are you ready?
Solihull Radio.
And this is who I am.
Debs Donnelly on Solihull Radio.
And another big artist of last year who I really got into was Rag and Bone Man, and I actually bought his CD. I'm a good girl. I did. And I really enjoy it. So I'm going to give you a little bit of Rag and Bone Man, As You Are, because this is my favourite track off the CD. Oh, I forgot to tell you something about Lee's night. It's the event will be supporting two charities. It's going to be supporting Sepsis UK and Suki's Canine Rescue Crew, which I know Sepsis UK for obvious reasons, and Suki's Canine Rescue Crew is a very important charity for Lee. She loves her dogs and her animals, so come along, support it, because the more money we make, the more people will benefit from it. Anyway, I'm going to give you a little bit of Rag and Bone Man, because I absolutely love this track. This is my favourite track off his album, and it's As You Are by Rag and Bone Man.
The lights when it was frightening, calm the storm when it was rising. Found me there where I was hiding. All I have is here and now. If the ground beneath our feet is disappearing, I'll be here beside you, always be right near you. Remember me, won't you? I know we've all got our problems. It's a blessing that we made it here so far. If you lay here in these arms tonight, I promise to take you as you are. When I was reaching out in the dark, when the streets below just looked so far, when I forgot everything that I was, all I needed was your love. If the earth beneath our feet is old and caving, for a second we are fighting. When it's late in the evening, don't let me go deep. Know we've all got our problems. It's a blessing that we made it here so far. If you lay here in these arms tonight, I promise to take you as you are, as you are. Ooh, as you are. Though we've all got our problems, it's a blessing that we made it here so far. If you lay here in these arms tonight, I promise to take you as you are. Though we've all got our problems, it's a blessing that we made it here so far. If you lay here in these arms tonight, I promise to take you as you are.
Fields is one of the region's most respected law firms with more than 120 years' experience. Winners of the Chamber of Commerce Excellence in Professional Services Award and High Growth Business of the Year Award. We have over 150 experts working across 8 regional offices, all dedicated to finding you real solutions. Get to know us better at thursfields.co.uk.
Solihullradio.com.
Hi there, I'm Joan Smith and I'm passionate about helping businesses grow. I'm an impartial broker working with experts in all areas of business support. I can support your business through different areas, for example, grants, loans, apprenticeships or training or general business advice. Get in touch via gintro.co.uk. Thanks a million.
Parkview in Shirley is a stunning residential development of 27 two-bedroom apartments. Modern, stylish and luxurious, the exceptionally high-quality properties are centrally located and next to the popular high street, with plenty of bars, restaurants and shops and an enviable view of Shirley Park. Parkview is an ideal home for first-time buyers as it's supported by the Help to Buy scheme and requires just a 5% deposit. Created to exacting standards, the apartments have allocated parking and cycle storage. With prices starting at £190,000, Parkview is superb value for money. For more information and contact details, visit parkviewshirley.co.uk.
You're listening to Solihull Radio.
Indian Dream on Dove House Parade, Solihull's premier family-run restaurant offering authentic Indian and Bangladeshi cuisine with fresh ingredients and creative chefs. They can provide bespoke dining experiences, eat in or take away. 0121 704 9058.
Solihull Radio.
Right, here we are. We're back on air again. And I was just saying to our management who's popped in, just to say, see I haven't been luthered to death. That's basically what it was. If you haven't watched that, you need to get on catch. I mean, my daughter's a police officer, and even she's like, oh, that's about it. Anyway, what's on in Solihull? We've covered that. Now, the other thing that's on in Touchwood and Solihull are the sales. Now, if you've got a spare bit of money that you had for Christmas, please pop along. And I went the other day and I bought myself a lovely little bangle. I went into the crystal shop and bought myself a nice little bangle. But the sales are on, and personally, I'm not a big sales person. I tend to avoid them because it's just something that doesn't float my boat, and that's basically it. But they are on in Touchwood. There were some good bargains in Clark's. I'd like to say there's some really nice boots in Clark's. So if you want to get yourself along. And as I say, I had quite a few little walks over the Christmas period, and I'm thinking of booking a singleton solo holiday for a walk. That's what I'm thinking of doing in the summer. Because my Jess is off. She's doing an NCS course. And I said to her, what's this all about? She said, first week is an adventure holiday thing. The next week she's told me something. Oh, they taught to mentor people. And then the third week they're taught about, I can't remember what she said now. But either way, it sounds very interesting. So it'll be 3 weeks I won't see her. Well, I will, when she turns up with a dirty washing at the door. Right, okay, theatre news. The Core Theatre here in Solihull. I should stop doing that. I'll be complaining. The Core in Solihull. Here we go. Sleeping Beauty continues until Sunday the 6th of January. So you've got till this Sunday to see the last few shows of Sleeping Beauty. I bet they're shattered. It's ever so tiring doing a panto, you know. It really is tiring. And they've been doing it since... When did ours finish? The 14th of January. The 14th of December. So that's literally... Oh, gosh. Over a month, isn't it? I bet they're absolutely shattered. Then Wednesday the 16th of January from the Blues Band. Now, I'm a bit too young for this. Well, I'm not. I do remember the Blues Band. Acoustic music with Paul Jones and Dave Kelly are on at the Core. Now, Paul Jones, I always remember him. I can't remember what songs they sang, but I do remember the Blues Band. And Wednesday the 23rd of January, the Sid Lawrence, I've heard of them as well. Oh, stop, I'm showing me out. The Sid Lawrence band will be performing the big band tunes. So those are two things that are going on at the Core. And then on Saturday the 26th of January, RESPECT to Aretha Franklin. A dedication night to the Queen of Soul. So if you're interested... in any of those things, you need to get in touch with the Core box office on 0121 704 6962 or email the Core Theatre at solihull.gov.uk, and you will either be able to book your tickets or just have a look or do what I do. It's very clever. Well, it's not really very clever. All you do is go on Google and you put in what's on in Solihull and you can find out all the details. See, the beauty of that little website is that if you press more, it tells you exactly what you're going to see. Well, not exactly what you're going to see, because obviously that would spoil the fun, as I say. Right, I am going to... Oh, do you know, I feel like it's all gone on to... Not what with Tony coming on and everything going on. Do remember... Oh! Forgot about Hall Green Little Theatre. Better not forget them, else they'll be sacking me. Right, okay, Hall Green Little Theatre. My on-stage husband Tony and I are actually in on the 18th and 19th of January. I've let management know so that you know. I know you'll miss me, but try not to too much. The 18th and 19th of January, we are in Brave New Words 5. And basically, it's new writers from Hall Green Little Theatre who have written snippets of plays that they want to make bigger. And what you do is you fill in a form at the end and say what you thought of the play. Now, I didn't realise, and Tony's just informed me of this. I said I'd do Brave New Words with him, but the man who wrote... I was in Brave New Words last year with Tony, and we were husband and wife. And the man who wrote that last play... has wrote a new one just for me and Tony, and apparently he asked for us personally. So that's quite a privilege, isn't it? To be asked to do something. Then on the 1st to the 9th of February is the Arsonist, as in somebody who's quite what's it about setting fires. Yes. Let's hope there's none of them. Oh, after Luther last night. Here we go, back to Luther. It's just traumatic. It just preys on all your childhood fears. Luther does. That's why that's why it's so gripping. Anyway, the 1st to the 9th of February, the Arsonist. And basically a sinister... No, is it a sinister? Stranger turns up in town and all these fires start. And then somebody else turns up. And I don't know what happens. Because that's all they said on the programme. Could be anything. Anything at all. Right. Oh. Do you know what? Why do people... I can't speak to her. That was my daughter. Anyway, I'm sorry if I just vibrated on here. I'm on silent, so I shouldn't have. Anyway, what was I going to do? I'm going to play you another song from The Greatest Showman, because I have enjoyed it. Then we're going to go into any other information, what's happening on Solihull Radio, and then... be nearly time for me to go. Actually, I'm going to do I'm going to do The Greatest Showman, and I'm going to play you one of my songs from my favourite show of the year, which was Keeping Faith, and then I'm going to end with the prettiest song of the year last year. For me, it was the prettiest song of the year. For you, you might think, oh, so we're going to do a little bit of back-to-back music right now. Let's start with this one.
I'm trying to hold my breath, let it stay this way. Can't let this moment end. You set off a dream in me, getting louder now. Can you hear it echoing? Take my hand, will you share this with me? 'Cause darling, without you, all the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be enough for me. Never, 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 never for me, for me. Never enough, never enough, never enough for me, for me, for me. All the shine of 1,000 spotlights, all the stars we steal from the night sky will never be enough, never be enough. Towers of gold are still too little. These hands could hold the world, but it'll never be enough, never be
And now we're going to go straight into Faith's song from Keeping Faith.
give you all that you needed. You cut, but I'm bleeding, and all of my strength I give to you. I love completely. You lose, then you leave me, and all of my hope are left with you too. But I give my heart, all I did, I give my heart.
it's lost, it is still beating. And I gave my whole soul, I did. I gave my soul. And although I'm broken, I am still breathing. I will sleep through the moments, all the moments you've stolen. Oh, for my love, I'll know the truth, that I gave my heart, all I did, I gave my heart. And although it's lost, it is still beating. I gave my whole soul, I did. I gave my soul. And although I'm broken, I am still breathing.
Right, that was Amy Wadge with a Faith song from Keeping Faith, and it was one of the series of the year. And I've got opposite me. Do you know, I've got all these men in the studio tonight. I don't know what to do with myself. Hello, Jeff.
Hello, how are you?
I'm all right, yeah. You having a nice new year?
Yeah, not too bad.
Oh, good.
Everything's ticking along, and it's great to be back in the studio, actually.
Yeah, because we haven't had you on air for
I know.
ages. Are you coming back now?
I am, yeah.
Oh, yeah, let me do this. Ah!
I'm back.
Hey,
everybody.
the boys are back in town.
It's happening.
Yeah, so what's happening on Solihull Radio now then, Jeff?
Oh, too much to say. It's just gone mad.
We're getting bigger and bigger, folks.
Yeah.
And do you know why we're getting bigger and bigger? Because of you lot out there.
Tell me about it. It's brilliant.
It's you know, you're stars. We love you. And you need to start speaking to us and ringing us and doing all this stuff.
We'll get some interaction this year. It'll all be fine.
Oh, you will. And you wish you hadn't interacted with me.
Well, now that you're, the high-flying actress or actor as well.
Oh, well, you know. Well, you know what they said at Hall Green Little Theatre? Eventually, they said, we'll have to have local radio celebrity.
That's it.
That'd be
in
so
the radio
funny.
car.
In the radio car. Yeah, we're going to get us all a fleet of cars.
I'll get you a sticker. Tuesday. Just want to quick remind you about Tuesday, actually, because we've got the first legal hour of 2019.
Oh, right, okay.
And it's with Philip, and Philip is a family lawyer.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
So any family law questions, any advice or things like that you might want to put to Phil from Thurstfield's Solicitors here in central Solihull, by all means do it. Use the station as an advice hub. So you can get in touch, studio@solihullradio.com, or I'm sure Debs told you the phone numbers and text numbers.
I will go through them again.
No problem.
Yeah.
Other than that, just get in touch. Let's make the station as big as we can.
Yeah.
Get as many people in 2019 as we can, and get you all out there and podcast everything that we've got in Solihull.
And we will be moving amongst you on various events next year.
We're out and about a lot.
We are, and you will see the blue hoodie, or in the warmer weather, the T-shirt. And we have got it written on our back. And if you, actually, quite a few people have said to me, "Oh, like that hoodie, we can make a fortune out of the hoodies."
Right. We'll write that one down.
We will do, yeah. So on tomorrow, we only have Nick in the morning between 10 and 11.
That's right, yeah, Nick in the morning.
But if ever you're stuck, Jeff, I will actually come and do a little Saturday night occasionally. You know what I mean? I don't mind doing 2 nights running. Definitely. I don't mind. It might be actually when I'm doing my acting bit, when I'm famous, that I'll come and do Saturday nights instead of Fridays. It depends what days I'm on stage and stuff. Oh, don't say that. You sound such big-headed. Anyway, so Nick is on it in the morning between 10 and 11 for his Saturday show.
I know exactly what's coming up with that as well, and it's looking a really good show. He's got some great guests, fitness, news resolutions. He's even got somebody who has got in touch with the station to try and develop some social media and media footage about having a transplant. They need a transplant.
Oh my gosh.
So,
a transplant of what?
Unknown. He's just sent me a couple of texts saying this is what I've got on my show tomorrow.
Oh.
So listen to the show 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. There's people out there starting,
because it's important. I mean, my husband had to have a transplant
starting 2019. There's people in a lot worse positions than than the majority of us,
which is what I say. You're doing okay. We're all doing okay.
Yeah,
so
we're fine.
People are always worse off. So enjoy. Then on Sunday we have lovely Alex Manners in the morning between 8 and 10 with his children's show.
Absolutely lovely show that is.
So little Molly O'Brien braces herself every Sunday morning ready for that. So she can sing along and do whatever. Then 11 to 1 is Reevesy with his Sunday brunch. So please call him. He does quizzes, music.
Everything, chat, local news.
Yeah. And it's real. Actually, I've got to tell you a little secret. I listen to Reevesy instead of Michael Ball now.
Ooh.
Sorry, Michael, you're out.
Said it out loud.
Yeah, that's it. I'm saying it loud and proud. And then between 4 and 6 is Lee back live this week?
Lee's back, yeah, and it looks like a really good show again.
Yeah.
So definitely click in.
I don't know if she's psychic this week or not.
I'll check my.
I'm not sure. I think she was psychic last week. I'm not sure anyway. How you do a pre-recorded psychic show? I don't know, but there you go. Maybe you know what's happening in advance. Anyway, right on Monday. Unfortunately, lovely Duncan went down to Devon and he won't be back.
Although I did see Duncan today, and he wishes everyone lots of success and happiness in 2019. So I did manage to catch up and have a coffee with him today.
Oh, he's so lovely, our Duncan. So take care, Duncan, if you're listening. We love you loads and miss you loads, so there you go.
We do.
Tuesday, Jeff's just told you it's legal and medical. Well, it's legal this week. It's not medical this week. It'll be medical anyway. And music chat, Jeff's humour, anybody else's humour, if you need any family legal advice, please get in touch. We forgot Natalie Monday morning, 7 till 9. Don't forget Natalie. Sorry, Natalie. And she's on Friday mornings between 7 and 9 as well. And between 7 and 9 on a Wednesday, we have Matt Edwards, who is our keep fit person first thing Wednesday morning.
Midweek workout.
I can imagine he's the sort of man that bounces round eating a yoghurt, but there you go. On Tuesday night we've done Jeff. On Wednesday night we have Jake and his Wednesday rock show, so please join in. On Thursday we have Matt, the other Matt, who has got his Young Trendy Things show, and he puts all the stuff on that, I don't know what it is, but it's there. And Jess loves it. My Jess loves it. Sure, Evie like it.
Well, she listens to a lot of Matt. Yeah. She texts Matt in quite often.
Yeah, there you go. You see, Matt O'Neill.
Yeah, Matt O'Neill.
And then on Friday morning, I've said Natalie, and then Friday night it is c'est moi, me back again.
There you go. I've just got some details of Lee's show on Sunday.
Okay, off we go.
It looks like some UB40, some Clean Bandit, Tom Bleasby, new releases from Richard Sampson with guests, and they're all talking New Year's resolutions. No. So anything that we've broken already in the first week of January.
Yeah. I'm all right at the moment. I haven't broken anything, so I hope I don't break any bones this year.
To be honest, I've not made any.
I'll have to well, I don't make a resolution. It's no point. Anyway, I have been me. Thank you for joining me. It has been wonderful once again. Thanks for letting me into your homes, your hearts, and your minds. I will be back next Friday. And ta very much. Take care of yourselves. Don't do anything silly, and please come back with good health and no injuries. I'd love that. Right, I am going to leave you with the prettiest song of the year. Well, I think it is. And it's Ray Morris, Somewhere Out There. Here we go. Off we go.
Someone out there loves you. Someone out there is lonely too. They may not know it. They may be trying want to tell you, and you may not know till you pass on the street. Your heads turn, your eyes lock, and you feel complete. Someone out there loves you. When the world's got you down and there's no end in sight, do you give up? Keep your eyes shut. When the days are drawn out, feel like nothing is going your way, do you give up? Keep your eyes shut. You can rest assured